In a world obsessed with health and well-being, superfoods have emerged as nutritional heroes that promise to fight disease and prolong youth. However, behind the glitz and marketing hides an uncomfortable truth: not all superfoods are suitable for everyone, especially those over 60. This video is not intended to demonize superfoods, but rather to shed light on the potential risks they can pose to the health of older people. After all, what is considered healthy for a young adult may not be ideal for an individual with a slower metabolism, specific nutritional needs, and possible pre-existing health conditions. Before we go any further, it's crucial to define what we mean by superfood. The term, widely used in the media and marketing, refers to foods rich in nutrients, such as vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and other bioactive compounds. These foods are often associated with health benefits, such as preventing chronic diseases, strengthening the immune system, and improving cognitive function. However, it is important to remember that no food, no matter how nutritious, can be considered a magic bullet for health. If you are looking for reliable information about health and well-being, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. The problem with superfoods is that they are often marketed as quick and easy solutions to complex health problems. This simplistic approach can lead people to neglect other important aspects of a healthy lifestyle, such as a balanced diet, regular exercise, and adequate sleep. Furthermore, excessive concentration in some specific superfoods can lead to an unbalanced nutrient intake, which can be harmful to your health in the long term. After all, the human body needs a variety of nutrients to function properly, and no single food can provide everything we need. Another potential risk of superfoods is the possibility of drug interactions. Many superfoods contain compounds that can interfere with the action of medications, making them less effective or increasing the risk of side effects. For example, grapefruit, a superfood rich in vitamin C and antioxidants, can interact with a variety of medications, including statins, used to control cholesterol, antidepressants, and blood pressure medications. Likewise, vitamin K, found in superfoods such as kale and spinach, can interfere with the action of anticoagulants such as warfarin. For older adults, who often take multiple medications to manage chronic health conditions, the risk of drug interactions is even greater. Additionally, some superfoods can cause allergies or sensitivities in certain people. Nuts, seeds, dairy, and gluten are examples of foods that can trigger adverse reactions in susceptible individuals. Symptoms of food allergies and sensitivities can range from mild to severe and include rashes, bloating, digestive issues, difficulty breathing, and even anaphylactic shock. For the elderly, who may have a weaker immune system, allergic reactions can be particularly dangerous. Therefore, it is crucial that seniors consult a qualified healthcare professional before making significant changes to their diet, especially when adding superfoods. A doctor or nutritionist can assess an individual's health status, identify possible risks, and recommend a safe, balanced diet. One of the most overlooked aspects when it comes to superfoods is the risk of nutrient overload. Although these foods are rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, excessive consumption of certain nutrients can be harmful to your health. The human body needs a balanced amount of nutrients to function properly. Excess of some nutrients can interfere with the absorption of others, cause toxicity, and even increase the risk of certain diseases. For example, too much vitamin A, found in superfoods like cod liver oil and sweet potatoes, can cause nausea, vomiting, dizziness, and even liver damage. Likewise, excess iron, found in superfoods like spinach and red meat, can cause constipation, nausea, and even increase the risk of heart disease. For the elderly, who may have a reduced ability to metabolize and excrete certain nutrients, the risk of nutrient overload is even greater. In addition to the risk of nutrient overload, some superfoods can be problematic for older adults for other reasons. Kale, for example, is a superfood rich in vitamin K, an important nutrient for blood clotting. However, for elderly people who take blood thinners, such as warfarin, excessive consumption of kale can interfere with the action of these medications and increase the risk of bleeding. Likewise, spinach, another nutrient-rich superfood, contains oxalates, compounds that can contribute to the formation of kidney stones in predisposed people. Chia seeds, a superfood rich in fiber and omega-3 fatty acids, can cause digestive issues such as bloating and gas in some people, especially if consumed in large quantities. Dairy products, such as yogurt and kefir, are considered superfoods due to their high calcium and probiotic content. However, for older people with lactose intolerance, consuming dairy products can cause digestive problems such as diarrhea and cramping. Gluten, found in superfoods like wheat and barley, can cause digestive issues and inflammation in people with gluten sensitivity or celiac disease. Therefore, it is crucial that seniors be cautious when adding superfoods to their diet and consult a qualified healthcare professional for personalized guidance. A doctor or nutritionist can assess an individual's health status, identify possible risks, and recommend a safe, balanced diet. Additionally, it's important to remember that moderation is the key to a healthy diet. It is not necessary to consume large amounts of superfoods to obtain health benefits. A varied and balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, is the best way to ensure that the body receives all the nutrients it needs to function properly. Another crucial aspect to consider when consuming superfoods is the risk of food allergies and sensitivities. Although these foods are generally considered healthy, some of them can trigger adverse reactions in susceptible individuals. Food allergies are immune reactions to certain foods, which can cause symptoms such as rashes, bloating, digestive problems, difficulty breathing, and even anaphylactic shock. Food sensitivities, on the other hand, are non-immunological reactions to certain foods, which can cause symptoms such as fatigue, headaches, digestive problems, and muscle pain. Some superfoods are common allergens, such as nuts, seeds, dairy, eggs, and soy. For the elderly, who may have a weaker immune system, allergic reactions can be particularly dangerous. Additionally, some superfoods can cause food sensitivities in certain people. Gluten, found in superfoods like wheat and barley, can cause digestive problems and inflammation in people with gluten sensitivity or celiac disease. Chia seeds, a superfood rich in fiber and omega-3 fatty acids, can cause digestive issues such as bloating and gas in some people, especially if consumed in large quantities. Dairy products, such as yogurt and kefir, are considered superfoods due to their high calcium and probiotic content. However, for older people with lactose intolerance, consuming dairy products can cause digestive problems such as diarrhea and cramping. To identify possible allergies and food sensitivities, it is recommended to keep a food diary. A food diary is a detailed record of all foods and drinks consumed throughout the day, along with any symptoms or adverse reactions that may occur. By keeping a food diary, you can identify patterns and associations between certain foods and symptoms, which can help identify possible food allergies and sensitivities. To keep an effective food diary, it is important to record all foods and drinks consumed, including ingredients and amounts. Additionally, it is important to record any symptoms or adverse reactions that may occur, including the time they occurred and their duration. When analyzing your food diary, look for patterns and associations between certain foods and symptoms. If you notice that certain foods seem to trigger symptoms consistently, it's possible you have an allergy or sensitivity to those foods. If you suspect you have a food allergy or sensitivity, it is important to consult a qualified healthcare professional for an accurate diagnosis and appropriate treatment plan. A doctor or nutritionist can perform food allergy and sensitivity testing and recommend an elimination diet to identify foods that are causing problems. One of the most critical aspects to consider when consuming superfoods, especially for the elderly, is the potential for drug interactions. Many superfoods contain compounds that can interfere with the action of medications, making them less effective or increasing the risk of side effects. Elderly people, who often take multiple medications to manage chronic health conditions, are particularly vulnerable to drug interactions. Grapefruit, a superfood rich in vitamin C and antioxidants, is a well-known example of a food that can interact with a variety of medications. Grapefruit contains compounds that inhibit the CYP3A4 enzyme, which is responsible for metabolizing many medications in the liver. By inhibiting this enzyme, grapefruit may increase levels of certain medications in the blood, which may increase the risk of side effects. Medications that may interact with grapefruit include statins, used to control cholesterol, antidepressants, blood pressure medications, immunosuppressants, and some cancer treatment medications. Vitamin K, found in superfoods such as kale and spinach, can interfere with the action of anticoagulants such as warfarin. Vitamin K is essential for blood clotting, while warfarin is a medicine that prevents blood from clotting. Excessive consumption of foods rich in vitamin K can reduce the effectiveness of warfarin and increase the risk of blood clots. Garlic, a superfood known for its antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties, can interact with anticoagulants and antiplatelet drugs, increasing the risk of bleeding. Ginseng, a superfood used to boost energy and improve cognitive function, may interact with blood thinners, antidepressants, and diabetes medications. To avoid dangerous drug interactions, it is crucial that seniors consult a qualified healthcare professional before making significant changes to their diet, especially when adding superfoods. A doctor or pharmacist can assess an individual's health status, review the list of medications being used, and identify possible risks of drug interactions. Furthermore, it is important to inform the doctor or pharmacist about all supplements and natural products being used, as they can also interact with medications. By consulting a healthcare professional, you can get personalized guidance on which superfoods are safe and beneficial for your individual situation. Furthermore, it is important to follow the doctor's or pharmacist's instructions regarding the dose and method of consuming superfoods, to minimize the risk of drug interactions. Medical consultation is essential to ensure that the consumption of superfoods is safe and beneficial to health, especially for elderly people who take multiple medications. Throughout this video, we explore the potential health risks of superfoods for older adults. We've seen that while these foods are rich in nutrients, they can also pose risks of nutrient overload, food allergies and sensitivities, and drug interactions. It is important to remember that no food, no matter how nutritious, can be considered a magic bullet for health. A balanced diet, regular exercise, and adequate sleep are key to a healthy lifestyle. For older adults, who may have a slower metabolism, specific nutritional needs, and possible pre-existing health conditions, it is crucial to exercise caution when adding superfoods to their diet. Before making significant changes to your diet, it is recommended that you consult a qualified healthcare professional. A doctor or nutritionist can assess an individual's health status, identify possible risks, and recommend a safe, balanced diet. When choosing superfoods, opt for those that are suitable for your nutritional needs and avoid those that may cause allergies, sensitivities, or drug interactions. Consume superfoods in moderation and avoid excessive consumption of certain nutrients, which can be harmful to your health. Keep a food diary to identify possible food allergies and sensitivities. Tell your doctor or pharmacist about all supplements and natural products you are using, as they can also interact with medications. Follow your doctor or pharmacist's instructions on the dose and how to consume superfoods, to minimize the risk of drug interactions. Remember that moderation is the key to a healthy diet. It is not necessary to consume large amounts of superfoods to obtain health benefits. A varied and balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, is the best way to ensure that the body receives all the nutrients it needs to function properly. By following these recommendations, seniors can enjoy the benefits of superfoods in a safe and informed way. We hope this video was helpful and informative. If you liked it, leave a like and share it with your friends and family. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below in the comments section. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.